All right, Caridia, today we are going to be making holiday envelopes with little note cards in them. So the supplies that you will need if you want to do this along with us at home are paper clips, glue, which again I stole from Troy. Keep taking Troy's glue. And then scissors. And then we have, yes, you're correct. We need a big piece of scrapbooking paper, which those you can get at the craft store in big pads, or you can buy them one page at a time. And then I have taken and made a, what do you call it? Tracer.
Okay.
So this is what we're going to use as sort of our base to make the cards. Okay. So what I did was the very first time I ever made this craft, I just took an envelope, opened it up very carefully, and then have this. Oh. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you're going to do is take a paper clip or two and put that wherever you want it on your paper. Now, keep in mind that we're going to be folding it over, so you want something nice as the front, and then you kind of want to keep in mind what it's going to look like on the back as well.
Okay, I'm probably going to have on my focus face this whole time, because this looks like, that looks so good. It's like, can I recreate that?
You can absolutely recreate it.
We're going to try.
Absolutely.
All right,
so you've pinned it down.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to pin it, you can also trace it, but I don't like to have the pen or pencil marks around it, so I always pin it.
And then you cut
And then you cut around the outside of it.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm back in preschool.
And one tip is that if you cut straight along the sides, the four sides, and then go in and snip the corners, that's the easiest way to do it.
Look at you go. I hope I do not disappoint my kindergarten teacher who taught me how to cut and paste.
Cut and paste?
Yes. All right, because then now that it's less, like, now that it's not as big, it's easier to cut.
Exactly.
Is that the point?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can use this for other things. I actually keep all of my scrapbooking scraps, and I use them for other things as I go along.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you going to make another one, or are you putting
I was going to say, I have a piece of paper. I could make another one, or I might just help you make it.
Yeah.
I'll help you make it. Okay. I like that for our holiday cards, you've chosen black and orange as your colors.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm an Urbana native, and anyone who knows about Urbana knows that we are the Urbana Tigers, and we're orange and black.
Okay.
So it was only right.
Right.
Especially making this as a card, I can send this to some of my Urbana friends, and they will appreciate it more than a Centennial Charger student or something. Boom.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sports. I feel like sports is the
sorry.
only thing that get people really riled up.
I know.
And I sometimes will even say to people, we can be friends until it's football season, or we can be friends until it's basketball season.
I didn't mean for my competitive side to come out.
That's okay.
That.
And then that's perfect. What she just did there is a good example. She pulled that paper clip off right at the very last second, because you definitely don't want to cut over the paper clip because it's tricky and can bend or break your scissors.
Okay.
And you do want to make sure she's cutting into the little corners right there. You do want to make sure that you cut in there, because that is how you're going to be able to fold it.
Okay.
Perfect.
You
Look
think
at you.
so?
Good job. Yes, that's amazing.
Oh.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to look sort of where they go across.
Okay.
Here, 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 and here. And that is where you're going to fold. So I'll do your first fold for you.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter which sides you fold first. You fold, I usually do the bottom ones, and you know the point is going to be where you fold down at the top. So I do the bottom one first and then fold the sides in.
Okay.
And then you can either glue it, or you can use, if you have clear tape works really well too. But Gorilla Glue tends to hold and often will adhere things almost immediately. So today we're going to use
Gorilla Glue
that we stole from our coworker.
You know one thing that I like about this activity already is that even though I wasn't very precise with my cutting, it still is going to work. I was worried about that.
And since you chose one that has lines on it, it actually is even more difficult, but I think you did a great job and it looks really cute.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a very, very thin like line of glue on both sides, and I'll hold this up so that you can see too. You're gonna put a line of glue right there and a line of glue right there, and then fold this together.
Oh.
And I usually wait to fold down the top until that's kind of adhered for a second, because you don't want to get the glue on the top. And then ultimately you're gonna fold the top over like that. And then you can either use, if you have big enough scraps, you can use scraps to make the card that goes inside, or you can use a different colored piece of paper that complements it.
I love this so much, and this saves money.
And you can do all of your holiday cards this way.
Yes, and this I think looks better than any envelope I would go find at a store.
I think so too. Plus, it's personalized. So I use them for thank you notes. I have used them for holiday cards in the past. And if you want to make this as well, you can watch the video over and over and over at CILiving.tv.
I love it. Thank you so much.